the one on the left wing that you drilled, the ball went out of bounds at the second one.
I lost it. I lost it on the left wing. It got me a little bit, but I lost that one. But the one right before, obviously the overturn one, he found me twice. But whatever. What are you gonna do about it?
LeBron was out of bounds to the Warriors late in the game. There was a lot of debate on Twitter about whether that was a foul.
On Twitter?
Yeah. Have you heard of it? But did it feel clean? Did you get a replay of it, like in your mind?
It felt clean. It's probably the same play a bunch of those dudes on Twitter probably arguing about in 24-hour fitness that wasn't a foul. So they've been in that position before, but just not on Christmas at the Oracle Arena. So they know if they ain't call it, it's not a foul. But I'm sure if they get that call next week in 24-hour fitness, they're gonna be pissed that it was off, that they called a foul. So keep that shit on Twitter.
What did you say about Kevin Durant's defense this year? Do you think he's in consideration for Defensive Player of the Year?
I mean, he's one of the leaders in shot blocks a game, and obviously he had 5 tonight, so he's been doing a heck of a job of, first of all, taking an individual matchup and then, protecting the rim too. They got a good, maybe great. He is great defensive mind, and Mike Brown sitting over there too. I know all about it.
Does he pose the greatest challenge of any individual player in the league?
What do you mean?
Just when you go up against him, as far as all the stars in the league, that's probably the toughest. Is he the toughest challenge?
He's right up there, if not the best. Kawhi is up there. Russ, James. There's a pretty long list, but to play, it's kind of the same position with me and KD being small forwards and with Kawhi. So, we do a great job of going at it.
You guys shot 12% in the second quarter, and I don't think the third was much better. Was that their D, or were you guys rattled?
Huh? Well, we rattled. Come on now, come on, Marla. You with us, ain't you? No, we ain't never rattled, but they had a great scheme. It's their defense. You got to still be able to, to make plays. We had some great looks, but they didn't go down. But even with us shooting as bad as we did in the second and the third, we was defending the same to them as well. So like I said, it was a defensive game, and the ones that we gave up in transition is the ones you can't really prepare for. Not meaning like you can't prepare to talk about it, but when you're in a set defense, on a half court, you're able to prepare for the sets and things like that. In transition, you gotta just haul ass and get back, and if not, we know Golden State over the last few years is gonna make you pay.
From your matchup with the last finals from today?
I think we're just in two different places in our games. I'm still learning. I'm still kind of growing, figuring things out. I feel like he is who he is at this point. He experienced so much more than I have. So he looking at it. He looking at it from a different vantage point, and that's the beauty of basketball, though, man. You get guys who got different paths and different journeys, and they meet up on the court, and it's just magical. It's fun. And, it's what the fans want. That's what, as competitors, that's what we both want. It's just to go at each other, but also know we're playing a team game. So, that's why he's great. He can, take over a game himself and take over from passing and doing other things, and that's how I approach it as well.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
you guys
Christmas
got
to you too.
8 blocks. KD got 5 blocks, especially blocking LeBron James. In your mind, what makes KD so great at protecting the ring?
I think K really had 4 blocks, because I'm going to take credit for one of those. No, I mean, he's I always say defense is just about wanting to do it. And, he's bought into just wanting to play defense. One thing, if you watch the evolution of Kevin's career, he came in and he could just score. He would go get you 20 every night, but that's all he could do. And over the course of the years, he became a better passer. He became a better rebounder. And this is just a part of evolution. He's become a much better defender. And that makes our defense tough. When you got your small forward, protecting the rim the way he does, usually he's always the weak side man, or coming down to get a block shot, and that's stifling for a defense. So for an offense. So, you know, it's been great to have him playing at the level he's been on the defensive end, but not only this year. I think he's like that last year as well, and it's continued to get better this year.
Who got that Tristan Thompson dunk attempt? Was that you? Was that both of you?
We both got it, but he earned that block because he got it first. So I kind of sprinkled a little finishing touches on it, but he got it first.
Kevin, Coach Kerr just told us that you asked to guard LeBron, that you like guarding him. Why? Why is that? What do you like about that challenge?
I just like guarding my position. Small forwards supposed to guard small forwards. If anybody else would have guarded him, I mean, it would have been, couldn't put pad on him. He's just a little too small. Andre doesn't start, so I guess I was the last guy to just throw on him. But I just like guarding my position.
Kevin, how much do the block?
There it is.
How much of that is him playing center full time? Does that unlock anything extra for him?
I love it. It's been a reason why we've been playing so, it's a great ball over the last couple of months. So I hope he wants to stay there. Kev, he's talked about him wanting to go back to the power forward position, but we've been winning, and and he's been playing big time ball, so hopefully he wants to stay at center.
Is that mainly because of the ability, like obviously you showed today, to really space the floor in a way that a lot of guys in that position, even the way the league is now?
Well, that's one, but his ability to rebound too. You can rebound, you can play at any position, and Kev's ability to shoot the ball space, but also get in the paint, and also rebound. I mean, he can play that position, especially with the league is right now.
Sure.
Ron, both guys are missing some key players, but how would you assess this first meeting of the two teams between you and the Warriors?
A fill out. It was a fill out. It was a great game, I think, for our fans and for both teams to see where they are. But both teams missing very, very key pieces, obviously. But the game was great. I think probably was pretty good for the fans. I know it wasn't as efficient as our fans would have loved to see, but we look for a competitive game. We gave them one.
Is this a slice of what Crowder can add to this rivalry?
Crowder's big time. We're happy to have him.
Which greatly affects how they run things. But could you see how you fit into a Cavs-Warriors extended series just by what you do with guarding KD and all those things?
Yeah, you got to be tough with those guys. You got to be very resilient. You got to stand up to the plate because those guys are going to bring it. I think I fit in because I try to bring it each and every night, and with the physicality of the game, I think it fits well with how I play.
And you remember back to the summer when you were traded, and typically in the summer everybody talks about things through the prism of Cavs Warriors. So how was it for you to finally get a glimpse of that?
Very fun to be a part of. Two great teams going head to head. Can't ask for anything more. It's very fun to be a part of. Can't wait for the next match.
Just try to keep the ball in front and not help too much.
Love had a really big night starting at center. How different are they in this, with some of their new bench pieces and the fact they're starting smaller and Thompson's coming off the bench?
I still feel as though they're figuring out their team. They got so many new guys, they probably had so many different lineup changes, I think both teams are figuring, in a different part of the season trying to figure stuff out. But Kevin Love, what he can do. He had 31 and 18 tonight, and he missed some good looks as well, but he got some good shots, and he's turned into like one of those guys you can't even give you can't give space to. You can't even let him catch the three-point line. So he works on his game, and it's hard for centers to guard that around the perimeter. We told Jordan, don't worry, it's a different game. You're guarding a knockdown shooter. I know you want to block shots, but stay home. So I think when teams playing against that, it just changes your whole scheme of your defense, and that's probably why they put him there.
What happened in that sequence? I think it was the first quarter where Calderon was mad. There was some stuff over towards the bench, and then you ended up getting hit with a tee.
I just asked how can he yell in his face like that and not get a tech? Yeah. That's crazy to me. Like, that guy, that looked like a shout match between a umpire and a manager. Like, that's how it looked to me. You see what they call him, skipper? Come out and and then sometimes they get thrown out, sometimes they go back to the bench. He didn't get thrown out, he just went back to the bench or to the dugout. So I'm wondering, how did he just get to go back to the dugout and not get a technical? I don't know, but I got one. It's cool.